Hello students, today we discuss one of the important questions that may be asked in pericyclic reaction for CSIR exams. So the question is this one. Reactant 1 is treated with magnesium and then we get a product A, and this product A is treated with furan, so we get product B. We have to find out what is A and then what is B. So for finding out A and B, you have to know what happens in this reaction and also what happened in this reaction. So this question is actually from pericyclic, but you also have to know what happens when magnesium is added to this compound 1. So let's check out what happens in this reaction. So firstly we have to know what happens here in first compound. So this is the compound we have. It has a fluorine here and also a bromine here. So we are adding magnesium to it. You know that while we considering this CH bond and this CBr bond, in case of HCl acids, HCl and HF, HCl, HBr, then HA, which is a strong acid from this one. Actually, this HA, because this H and the bond between H and I can be easily broken. So it will lead to formation of H plus. So it will lead to release of H plus. So it is more acidic in nature. So as the size of this halogen increases, the chance of breaking increases. Just like that, in this case also, we are considering CF bond and CBr bond. So as bromine is higher in size than fluorine, this CBr bond will be easily broken. So when magnesium is added, it will lead to a product something just like this. Here fluorine is there and magnesium will be inserted in between them. You know that in case of Grignard reagent, there is a partial positive charge here and a partial negative charge here. So in next step, what happens, this bond, this one will be giving out here and this bond will be broken. So what happens is it will lead to the formation of this bond is given out to here, so it will lead to formation of benzene. This is benzene. Okay, this is what happens in first step A. So our A is benzene. Okay, so we have completed our first step, that is benzene. Now we have to understand what happens when this benzene is treated with this one. We have given that it happens in presence of temperature, so we have to understand this is a Diels-Alder reaction. This is dienophile and this is diene. So before explaining this reaction between benzene and furan, I will also show you something other than this reaction. I'll be considering a diene. Consider benzene. Now this is aromatic in nature. In case of Diels-Alder reaction, if the compound is more aromatic, if the compound is aromatic, its chance of Diels-Alder reaction decreases. Aromaticity increases, Diels-Alder reaction decreases. So if we compare the benzene and this butadiene, you could see that the Diels-Alder reaction will be more favorable in this case. So while considering furan, also if the oxygen is exchanged by sulfur, and also if we have a nitrogen there, while we comparing these three things, the most aromatic will be this sulfur containing heterocyclic group, and the next aromatic will be this nitrogen containing group, and the least aromatic will be this furan ring. This is because we know that while we comparing while we considering the number of pi electrons in the system, we know that a system is aromatic when it has 4 and plus 2 pi electrons. So in this case there is 4 pi electrons, and the lone pairs of oxygen will also be taken here, and there will be 6 pi electrons. Here there is 4 pi electrons, and the lone pairs of sulfur is included in resonance, and it will lead to formation of aromatic heterocyclic ring. There is also lone pair here in this nitrogen containing heterocyclic group, and it is also aromatic in nature. But the least aromatic is furan. This is because you know that oxygen has higher electronegativity than these two, sulfur and nitrogen. So it will, the chance of participation of this lone pair in aromaticity will be lesser compared to these two compounds. That is why this is less aromatic among these three things. So as I mentioned earlier, as the aromaticity increases, dissolved reaction decreases, which means in case of dienes, as the aromaticity increases, the chance of dissolved reaction decreases. So among these three things, the less aromaticity is for furan, and it will be more favorable for dissolved reactions. That's one of another important factor, maybe asked in CSIR questions. That's important factor. Now we are coming to this reaction. You know that what happens in case of a dissolved reaction. This is our diene and this is dienophile. So let me write this furan ring just like this. Okay, there is oxygen and we have double bond here. Then we are treating it with benzene ring. Okay, benzene ring. Now what happens is, you all know that in case of dissolved reaction, this kind of reaction occurs. It will lead to a formation of, I will show you, there is a double bond here. This bond is participating in reaction, so we get reaction just like this. This bond is going to here before, and this is coming to here, so it will form a bond here, and this one will make a bond towards here. So this is the product that we obtain, and there will be a ring something just like this. So this is our product B. So we got our product A, benzene here, and we got our product B here. So this is a dissolved reaction. So while considering this question, you know that this question is included two reactions. First reaction and then second reaction. Firstly, you have to know what bond is easily broken in CbR-CF bond. So we have explained that CbR bond breaks easily than CF bond, and Mg will be introduced here. And as in case of Grignard reagent, RMgX, there will be partial positive charge for magnesium and partial negative charge for this carbon, and it will be broken something just like this, and it leads to formation of benzene, and this benzene is our A product, and then it is treated with this furan, as furan is comparably less aromatic in nature. It will undergo dissolved reaction. This is our diene, and this benzene is our dienophile, and it leads to dissolved product B. So this is our answer. So thanks for watching, and if you are interested in my videos, please like, share, and please subscribe my channel. I will be uploading more videos on CSIR net exams. So thanks for watching.